Hey everybody, Riot Mort here, back for the final video where I talk to myself for 38 minutes about the new set. And we're here on the Powder encounter where she releases the monkey and one of 4 things happen. 3 of them are good, one of them is lore accurate. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, so like I said, this should be the last game where I'm talking to myself. If you're watching this, it's probably Saturday, which means you should probably be closing this and going watching Arcane Act 2. Because that's pretty sick. And if you've already done that, you can go watch me stream. And if you say the code word blueberry nachos on my stream, well, nothing will happen, but it'll be really weird that I got you to say blueberry nachos. So live with that. And yeah, so we have a Darius 2 and a Swain, so that certainly points us to a Conqueror start. When you get a Swain early, it's one of those things where it's like, well, 4 Conquerors within reach now because I just need Draven and Darius and Rel. So definitely something to consider. The other thing is that Swain just opens up so many options. He's a form swapper. You can play him on the front line. You can play him on the back line. He's also a sorcerer, so you can play him with like Lux and Zyra, who you see on the bench there. So right now, we're in this really cool spot where we have 3 Conqueror, 3 Sorcerer. Our options are open. So this is the kind of opener I like. I like it. We also have a Crown Guard if we want to end up with frontline Swain, or an AP item if we want to end up with backline Swain. So, yeah, cool. We'll see how this goes. Today's game is pretty interesting. I know we already had, like, this is the 4th video, and I know we technically had a Conqueror game already, but I thought this game was so different enough, and I wanted to show how, like, even the same line can be played so differently this set, and why all that work towards making sure there were lots of different carries has paid off. Rocket Collector, we're not playing that. Inspiring Epitaph, fine. Wandering Trainers is too risky with the start we're in. So I'm going to show off Cloning Facility here. Because we already have the 2-star Darius, this is going to give us another 2-star Darius. 70% is powerful, but still, which is actually pretty good here. And so the fact that we're going to be level 4 with 5 units should put us in an okay spot. Now, ideally, we would have, you know, that Rel, that would give us 4 Conqueror, but what are you gonna do? So, and we can go JG on Swain to give us some damage. And yeah, I mean, like this, like I said, it's a 5 unit on 2-1 start here, so Cloning Facility, doing some okay work here. Hopefully we can find that Rel pretty quick. Up against somebody who took Raining Gold for a level 3, so I shouldn't imagine we lose this at all. So, yeah, Cloning Facility is one of these augments, by the way, that I think a lot of people are looking at and sort of going, this isn't very good, but when you figure out the right context of when to use it, it's actually quite good. So, being an up extra unit, being able to choose what that unit is, being able to position that unit as like bait, like there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this. So, yeah. Fun fact, you can even put a form swapper on there and have like one be one form and one be the other, which is pretty neat too. So we hold the Zyra here, and we can take the Zyra for the Draven. That's going to give us 2 Sorcerer. Probably could have done that last turn, but you know, what are you going to do? We can even do this, which would give us 2 Form Swapper. So, and Gangplank is probably better. Can put him in the front line, let Swain do his thing. Yeah. I don't know, a lot of options here. Gangplank does more damage in the back line for sure, but in the front line he's got that self-heal, so he can buy more time. So, other player had 2 Trick, which just gave them a 2-star champion and 2 1-star champions. So, mostly really an econ trait slash get a good start, but thankfully we're able to burn through their Rel. Those Darius is doing good work. So, sweet. Cool. All right, nothing in the shop here. We're going to try to hit 10. That's going to be the goal. But otherwise, yeah. Again, just really looking for that Rel. We can put Gangplank on the back line for now. And again, Form Swapper, like I said, Form Swapper is going to be a trait that is very popular, very fun. So, yeah. The other nice thing here is because we have a Conqueror start, you get all those extra rewards, that little bit of gold, that little bit of econ. This fight's going to be a little close here. They do have a 2-star Trundle. They do have that Tristana with Artillerist, and they have a combat augment. But, again, this is sort of the value of cloning facility. They have to get through 2 Dariuses, so, yeah. Not really that close. Puts us at 10. And, yeah. Item-wise, really just looking for something for Darius. Could move that to Rel later. Could also just get some mana generation. If we can get like a Shojin on Swain, that'll be nice. Adaptive Helm's also an option. So Gangplank there could give us a Bramble if we wanted it, plus almost a Gangplank 2. Rod would give us a Crown Guard, which is okay. It's not great on Darius, but it's okay. We can go Belt for Sunfire. Sunfire's pretty good now. That extra 8% health doing a lot of work here. Okay, well, we're going to get the Gangplank here. So maybe if we luck into a Gangplank 2, that'd be nice. Okay, 2 gold. Okay, we find the Rel here. That's going to be a big deal. That's going to give us 4 Conqueror, 2 Sentinel. Now, that does mean we have 6 gold sitting on our bench here, which is a little awkward. It's a little awkward to have the 6 gold sitting on our bench. This is one of those tough decisions where you could sell it to hit 20. Instead, we're going to do this. Interesting. All right. It's going to give us 2 Form Swapper and 2 Pit Fighter, so the traits are better, but 2 Sentinel is really good, and now our front line's a little lacking. Thankfully, 2 Dariuses, even though he's kind of a carry, he is also a Watcher. He's got good defenses, so should buy us the time we need. And again, cloning facility really kind of carrying us here. So okay. Well, we're not going to hit 20. Let's see what we hit. See what we hit shop-wise. Big thing we need now, if we're going to play backline Swain, we're going to need some mana generation items. He does not do well without some mana generation. Okay, Draven, that's cool. All right, level 20. Or level 20 gold, level 20. Yeah, just level 20, 20 units in there. All right. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, again, 6 units here. Hopefully we don't face Hayunara TFT. That's the person that also at 100 health. Or if we face them, hope we can beat them. Okay, we didn't face them. We do face somebody who has Black Rose in, though. Black Rose is another trait that can be really good early. They also have a Ginsu, so if this fight takes too long, we will lose this. Gangplank trying. Yeah, again, cloning facility really kind of carrying us here, so pretty happy with that. Not sure we would have won without that extra Darius running around. So, all right, 2 people win streaking. How many tubers is this I post where I like win streak the stage? We hit another Conqueror breakpoint, by the way, and that gives us a Vlad 2. Now, this is actually worth keeping because we're playing this Darius. Vlad 2 gives us some real frontline and is a Watcher, and we can clone the Vlad. So now we have 2 Vlads that are Watchers. That's an upgrade for sure. So, got kind of lucky there with which 2 cost we got out of there. Feels like every other time I play it, I get a Ziggs, but getting a Vlad here, not going to complain. All right, we get a Tear. We got a Shiv. If we want to get the Shred, we also have an... Okay, Gangplank 2. Okay. I can take a Gangplank 2. There's a Shiv. There's an Adaptive Helm. There's also a Bow. So no, I mean, mana generation-wise, if we invest in the Swain, though, that means we're not investing in this Gangplank, which is a little rough. We're going to go ahead and level up here, play the Gangplank. That's going to be an even bigger upgrade. 2 Gangplank 2s this early. I have to imagine that's going to be quite good. Hilariously enough, Vlad also gave us Sorcerer. So, like, our trait web is just delicious here. All right, we're going to put the Adaptive Helm on the front line, which kind of makes sense because our front line is the weaker thing right now. Our back line is a Draven, 2 Gangplanks. So, Yeah, I don't know. Good spot. Cloning facility, gangplanks, go! Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, not a close fight. Good, level 6, 30 gold. What do we get here? What other shenanigans are we gonna pull off this game? Still 2 players win streaking. But yeah, the fact that we have the Gangplank 2, the Swain, definitely looking at either Conqueror or Form Swapper right now. So, Battle Scars, probably not. Scavenger, I'm not a fan of. Vampiric Vitality, no, because we're at 100 health. Spear's Will's solid here. The only thing is it's not going to help our Swain, but I don't need health as well. Replication's not bad either. Just get 3 items going. Okay, interesting. We got to figure out what we want to do here. If I take the bow, the problem is 2 red buffs. If I take the rod, that's also not great. Though we could go Ginsu's. We actually take the cloak here. So that is going to give our frontline Bramble Dragon Claw and then 1 extra cloak. If we use that cloak on an adaptive helm for the backline, we could always go double adaptive backline Swain. That's always an option here. So either way, though, the fact that we'll have a Bramble Dragon Claw frontline should help. Up against a Maddie 3. Oh, that person took forward thinking, I think, which is why they have 0 gold. So we'll have to see if that works for them. That doesn't mean they're going to be weak for a little while, so we should expect to win a lot of these fights. Go, Swain, go. There's the cast. Boom, big damage. Sweet. And you can see right now we're just playing one of those value teams where like everyone's contributing to some extent. But because we just have so many good units and good trait structure right now, should be pretty strong. All right, we get another cash out, which is a Corki. We get our other cloak, so there's our Dragon Claw. Now this Corki isn't really usable. I could always level and put it in for 2 scrap. But, like, that feels like such a waste of gold to just play a Corki. I don't think we need to do that. And yeah, sometimes that's the thing with these Conqueror cash outs is, like, if that had been an Mbessa, woo! But it's not. It's a Corki. It is what it is. All right, other side has this Urgot that looks real big here. Looks like they took little buddies, though, so right now their augment's not doing a lot. We should expect to win this. Oh, that Urgot's doing a lot. Oh, never mind. That Urgot did work. Okay. Well, there goes our win streak. That's okay. They only have 30 gold. We have 50. It's fine. Someone else is win streaking in the lobby, though, so that's a little scary. But yeah, Urgot really good early game. It's really interesting. A lot of the 2 costs this set are very, very good in the early game. Nocturne, Camille, Akali, Urgot. But all those same ones I just named are really hard to reroll and they kind of fall off. So I think Urgot falls off the least of those. But like Nocturne, for example, falls off real hard. So item-wise, we're looking for something to pair with our cloak. So the tier here, we talked about adaptive earlier, should be fine. We're going to need some shred and sunder at some point, some anti-heal at some point, but we find an echo. That's not really going to help us. Oh, the powder. Okay, so the monkey from powder gave us 4 components, so now we have a lot of components to work with here. We know we have the Bramble, the Dragon Claw, there's a Sunfire, there's an Archangels, there's a Redemption. We're gonna get Ginsu's on our Gangplank here. And then we can go Redemption on the front line and double adaptive backline. Okay, that's something. That's something. The Ginsu's on Gangplank will at least get him going for a bit. Okay, easy win here. That was not close. Swain at least now has some mana generation, so he should be okay. We just need Swain 2 now. Dun, 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 dun. All right, the other win streaker finally lost also, so no one full Mr. 100ing this lobby or anything. Good to see. The fact that we got replication combined with Powder Monkey giving everyone 4 components, we have a lot of components, which is really good for us because either Conqueror or Form Swapper, there's a lot of carries, right? Conqueror, you want items for Mordekaiser, you want items for Ambessa, whereas on the Form Swapper side, you really want items for everybody. So we're going to level up and put in a Sentinel, which is always nice. Even though it's just an Aurelia, this is still 12 armor for the entire team, so can't complain. This is one of those points, by the way, if you look at our trait web, you really wish you had a Bronze for Life. Bronze for Life would be a very good augment right here. So just throw in a Scrap, throw in a Visionary, get some Bruisers going. All right, this person looks very weak. I cannot imagine us. How did they win streak so long? Just Draven, I guess? I am shocked. Maybe it was the early Ambessa. They do not look strong, though. Huh. I'm surprised they were win streaking. Who knows? Okay. So yeah, and like I said, I talked about this in the last video, but Conqueror, especially if you can get 4 Conqueror, you're going to be building up those stacks. We're already at 118. Those stacks give you those units, that extra gold, that's going to allow you to stay ahead. So Conqueror, all about dominating your opponents. We get another Conqueror cash out. It gives us a Kog'Maw and a Lesser Duplicator. Kog'Maw, not really interested in. Lesser Duplicator, solid though. If we ever want to go like Swain 3, for example. Definitely an option. So. Okay. Alright, here come the wolves. Stuff for Gangplank would be nice. Oh look, another Gangplank. Go Gangplank through. Okay, 2 Gangplanks. Items are a little rough though. We don't need BT unless we're going to switch to like melee. We do find an Elise here. That's a Form Swapper. We find a Swain. Okay, now I'm going to get accused of cheating. We just found a Jace. That's going to allow us to go for Form Swapper. So that's pretty good. For Swarm Swapper. I can't talk. 4 Form Swapper this early. Really good. So finding that Jace early. This is, like I said, this is one of those where the YouTube comments assume I'm cheating or something. We do get Spark going. Spark's going to be nice. So Spark will give us that shred that we need for the Swain damage at least. Obviously we want to level up and put in the Elise. So that's definitely our next step. But yeah, you can see here Swain out damaging Gangplank even, so thank you, Swain. Alright, what's our augment? Pit Fighter, Little Buddies, Crown Will. Little Buddies, we have a bunch of 3 costs we don't really need. Moonlight, I love, but we don't need because we only have the Draven and the Darius. Them being 3 stars not that important. We actually take Salvage Bin here, though. Just for, honestly, the extra 3 components. So we're just going to have so many items. Another Adaptive Helm. Yeah, this is me being confused that, no, Salvage Bin, you actually have to sell the unit, so. Gonna put that on the front line for now. Leveling up to keep streak seems to make the most sense to me. Yep, there we go. All right, 4 Form Swapper, 4 Conqueror. We hit the Swain 2, that's good. Now, something we can start to consider, by the way, is like, how do we arrange this, right? We have this Vlad in here. Eventually, what we're probably going to want to do is cut things that aren't Conquerors right now. For example, if we cut Vlad for Ambessa, that's going to give us our Emissary buff as well as 5 Conqueror. And then at 9 can play Mord for 6 Conqueror. But then that means we need a frontline. Do we go Elise or Swain? And that's where you have an interesting choice, because Elise is going to provide that utility, but that would leave us without like a main frontline. So we could always go Swain frontline and Elise backline. Swain frontline will have all the buff from the Conqueror. So Pretty interesting spot we can be here. We get another cash out. It's going to be a Reforger and a Belt. Belt will at least give us Sunfire. We find the Ambessa. And this is where, like I said, we can get pretty clever. Hey, look, it's Utility Jace. So for now, we're going to take out Rel, because the Emissary buff here is worth it. 14 armor and MR for team. Okay, like I said, this is where we got to get real clever. We're not going to do it yet. We don't want to run out of time. But we hit the Elise. We hit the Swain. We're up against what looks like a Chem Baron player that cashed out lightly. I only see one Chem Baron item, so they don't look that scary. Oh no, they have two. There's one on Savika and one. But either way, they look like they're only tier 2 items. They don't look that scary. And yeah, sure enough, we get the win. Those Chem Baron cash outs, like I said, at 300, not that scary. 400, 500 plus is where you start to get pretty nervous. So. Dun, dun. Boom, 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 boom. There's an Ambessa. Item-wise, we don't really care. We have so many items. Something for Gangplank to make use of this damn Ginsu's. Could take Jace to almost get Jace 2. Can't take Garen. Can't play Warden. Alright, well. Not a lot of options here. But we'll take that. Okay, fine. All right, let's see some creative board setting up here. Okay, we hit the Mordekaiser. Now we're okay. Dear YouTube, I'm sorry if this looks like cheating. We're gonna sell that. We're going to move the items. We're gonna play backline Elise here. Gonna put in the Mordekaiser. We're gonna put the items exactly right back how we got them, because why not? Because who needs salvage bin, right? And, alright, so now our carry is actually Elise, which is pretty cool. Decent Elise items, because she's kind of just like Swain. Mana generation, cast these big spiders that do a lot of damage. Swain's going to be up there in the front line, better tank than Vlad was, for sure. And we go to 9 and put in Rel, and we'll have 4 Form Swapper, 6 Conqueror, which seems solid. We could also consider cloning somebody different if we want, but that's always a little trickier, just because positioning. That's the only bad thing about cloning Facility this late, is the positioning. So. Alright, we're looking probably for something for Elise here. Okay, free Caitlyn and Alawi. Don't have any traits. This gets us the whole team AP, which isn't bad. It'll keep buffing up Swain. Nope. Okay. Don't need Berserker Rage. Into the Unknown, it would be interesting here. I don't really have somebody who's using the AD and AP well, though. Essence of Navori is fine. That's going to let... oh, okay. Maybe not. Thornskin. Okay, so this is going to give Swain even more armor and MR. And he'll be able to block some damage and do some damage back. So this will help our damage. Swain being extra tanky now. We're going to position Gangplank in the back, so where he can actually do some good work. And then, yeah. Like I said, we got to level up. If we can find Mord 2. Make up your mind, Mort. Okay, yeah, but now I said big, swanky, tanky Swain, and all the damage he mitigates, some of it's going to be reflected back, so that's going to help. On the other side, we see somebody playing the Form Swapper thing with Laser Eyes Swain, but you can see because of all that MR, our Swain is just not really taking that much damage. They do manage to kill everyone else in our front line, but like I said, our Swain is just so tanky now. Here come the spiders. Boom. Good stuff. Okay. Looking good. Savika, but again, we kind of know what we're playing here. Our extra component is a cloak because we didn't have enough cloaks this game. I mean, we can start trying to itemize Mordekaiser here. Go BT. Because if we get Mordekaiser itemized, that'd be pretty solid. Yeah, so there's a BT. I'm guessing we're going to move stuff around. Crown Guard on Mordekaiser's not bad. An extra Swain. Alright, so we only have one extra component here. Not ideal. It's either going to be Crown Guard, Ginsu's, Spark, Sunfire, Titans. What are we going to do? Go Titans? What are we doing here? Oh, that's right. We can break stuff up. I use Salvage Bin to make better Mord items. I'm so smart sometimes. Sometimes. Not always. We didn't level yet. We're going to level next turn on interval. So Mordekaiser giving us a third carry. And again, so many items, so many carries. That's the thing. There's a lot of builds this set where you can get quite a few carries going. Swain doing really good work here. On the other side, you see the Scuttle Puddle, though. The Scuttle anomaly buff. Oh, that bought them all the time they needed. Scuttle was the diff. Maybe we kill the Twitch? No. Darn. Okay, that's fine. Still have 81 health. I'm not too worried. Okay, level up. Rel goes in. Goal here would be to find Mord 2. Swain 3 would be huge. There's Ambessa, there's Rel, a lot of pairs. Swain, cool. Gangplank. Gangplank 3, though, now that he's unitemized, not really that important. Yeah, that's a -1 gold, but what are you gonna do? We have 3 pairs, Ambessa, Rel, Mordekaiser. Working towards the Swain 3, and then I guess a 4th pair, which is the Jace. So, on the other side, that is a Rumble 2. Rumble 2s are the thing I'm always the most scared of. Rumble 2s, with especially if once they have like 2 to 4 upgrades, are just like, can I even kill this thing? Mordekaiser trying. Big spiders, but yeah, you just see that Rumble still alive. God. Oh, man. And Elise is doing good damage, but no one else on my team is. Okay, Ambessa 2 is not bad here. Anything else? Swain 2. Okay. Sure would be nice to hit Swain 3, but he's always so contested. That's the challenge. And yeah, right now our cloning facility is only making a Mord 1. If I were smart right now, I'd probably move the Ambessa onto the cloning facility. That's probably better right now. Okay, that is a Chemtech cash out. Rennie 3, but a really bad tier 0 item. And then it looks like they have an item on a Smeech or Savika 1. Silco 2 has the wrong item. So this is somebody playing the illegal items incorrectly. So hopefully that's going to allow us to win this. A little closer than I would have liked, but yep, that's going to be a win. Alright, so we sell the Rel, we buy the Swain, because Rel 2 is not going to really spike us or anything. Mordekaiser here is just Mordekaiser 2. Bruiser emblem is Bruiser for the team, which is still 100 health for the team. BT or Edge of Night could go on Ambessa. Don't really need Scrap. That's not going to do much. Looks like we're going to go with Bruiser, which on the 1 cost, maybe not the best choice, but what are you going to do? Oh, look, Rel came back. Dun, 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 dun. Well, you got to put it on somebody, buddy. Trying to see if I want to salvage bin it, but I don't think I do. All right, so we have Bruiser Ambessa now. She got a good chunk of health. I still think the correct play here is move Ambessa over to the cloning facility. Better than a Mord 1, but On the other side, we see somebody else playing our comp. But again, I feel like they're just so much weaker than we are. Let's see if I'm right. Certainly looking right. Oh, nice. Let's say Mordecai didn't quite get that slam, but he can do. All right, so we should probably just save gold till 6-1 here. Probably don't press reroll. Oh, we get our cash out. This is always a 2-star 5 cost. Malzahar! Goodbye. Poor Malzahar. Why are you rolling, Mort? Oh my god. If you don't hit, you're just losing like 4 gold because you're an idiot. This Mort guy. Rolling when he shouldn't. This is why you VOD review, by the way, to learn where you're an idiot and where you screwed up and where your weaknesses are. And my weaknesses are I'm rolling for some reason. Oh, I almost made the Ambessa swap, but too late. All right, last time we lost to this player, this is the Rumble 2 with the Maddie 3. The Rumble was just doing so much damage. Jace trying to knock it around. One more cast here. Nice. But yeah, the Rumble's still at like full health. Everyone's stuck on it. Ugh. God, it's so close. Oh, it's so close. Oh, man. All right, we're going to have to get stronger to beat them, that's for sure. Doo-doo. 5 players alive going into stage 6. Oh, yeah, now you figure it out, you bonehead. Sorry. Been long days. Long days, but the set's almost out. Clearly that means my workload disappears, right? Kog'Maw. Ooh, a duplicator. Okay. Okay, we kind of high rolled that. Hopefully we can use that on like Mord or Swain. What do we got? Okay, we don't need Ambessas. We need Mords or Swains. Ah, man. Really probably should just duplicate the Mord here. Gonna move some items. We still need the Spark. We still need that. I'm gonna break that apart. What are we doing here? What are we cooking? Giant Slayer goes there. Hurricane? Okay. Give Ambessa some items. That kind of makes sense. Better than a Jace 1 with an adaptive helm he doesn't need. So. And again, this is the player who has our Swains. They have 8 Swains. They're dead, so that's going to help us. Boom. All right. Looks like 3 players alive. 55, 15, and 5. I heard you like 5s. It's Jin's arch rival. Okay, Jace 2. And we get a Thieves Gloves. The Thieves Gloves can probably go on... who? Rel? That's kind of a waste. Gangplank? Yeah, all right. Swain. So now we have a really weird choice here. Do we make Swain 3 right now? Or do we make Mord 2 and have the duplicator for later? I really think it's Mord 2. Make the Mord 2 here. Or just do nothing like an idiot. So greedy. Twitch player on the other side. At least we have a Jace 2 now. That should be able to get a couple more casts. Ambessa doing her best. Mordekaiser. All right, so we win this. Twitch just not able to get enough damage out. Doom boom. All right, and then there was 2 players left. Find a Swain. Find a Swain or a Mord. Do it, you coward. Just use the damn duplicators. This is that Rumble player we keep struggling with. All right, so there we go. We do make the Mord 2 here. I think that's a big deal. We don't want Mord to get stuck on the Rumble either, so positioning is going to matter a lot here. So let's see here. I do like the side swap here. Put all the AP on the side away from the Rumble. Kill everything but the Rumble and then focus fire it down, possibly. We'll see if that makes the difference. We're also on the other side of Maddie, so Maddie won't snipe my Elise. All right, Mordekaiser first cast. Big slams. All right, so now we're on the Rumble, but Mordekaiser got to the back line, which was huge. And there you go. So yeah, Form Swapper, Conqueror, pretty fun. So, all right, go watch Arcane, go watch my stream. Hope you enjoyed. Starting tomorrow, back to normal videos. So there you go. All right, that's gonna do it for me. Until next time.